Well, if it would go perfectly, I'd like to build on that win with another win. But realistically, we got to come in here and do everything we can to leave with another top 5 finish. And I'm really confident in my crew and in our truck. It's come together really well, and it's just been tried and true mile-and-a-half performance packages we've had that's performed really well for us lately. So I got the utmost confidence in my crew. Doug Randolph really knows what he's doing when it comes to these type of racetracks. And I'm really excited to be racing against my boss Saturday night. I'm really excited to be here in Atlanta for the first time. I've seen a lot of great racing here over the years. There's been a lot of great finishes, and hopefully we can add to that list of great finishes and good runs Saturday.
Well, it went good last time. It probably sucked before that, and that's just the way racing is. Sometimes you're good, sometimes you're not. I was definitely hopeful yesterday with working with Daniel for the first time here at this track and his cars that we were going to be all right, and I think we had a pretty good first day. It was a good steady day. We found a couple of things that were good and a couple of things that weren't as good, and I feel like, I've said plenty of times that I feel like in a race weekend, if you can find just one or two good changes to your race car that don't hurt it in a negative way anywhere, but help it somewhere, that you have a shot at a decent weekend. At times, we all lack confidence every now and again. I definitely do. So I wouldn't say that I'm not a confident person. So just to clarify that, I think that confidence comes from the work that you put in. The confidence comes from trusting your own abilities, and that comes from proving it to yourself over time. And then I think when you have those things, it contributes to having good results, which is the ultimate over the edge, push it over the edge of being more confident all the time is having the result.
A really, great racetrack. Really enjoy racing at this place with the just the surface and the speeds. The track's rough. You can move from top to bottom. Always been one of my favorite racetracks, and coming off last year's win, that was a huge win for our team, and to make the chase, get us into there and things. So it was it's a neat track. Glad we're here. The weather's great so far. Hopefully it stays away on Sunday, and we have a really good show. I feel like a lot of people, a lot of the drivers really enjoy Atlanta. I don't see how they couldn't, because I feel like it's, definitely one of my favorites, if not my favorite, since I came into the Cup Series, since I came into stock car racing and got to come here for the first time. So I would say there's a lot of people that really enjoy this place.
It's not like it's a tool that you can use every corner or that you plan to use every lap. Some guys might use it more than others, but it is nice to have. And so I think as the season goes on, we'll get more and more comfortable with it. And there will be certain tracks that you'll want to adjust it more than others. I will certainly never forget that first race here. I'll never forget that driver's meeting. Do you remember that driver's meeting? That was an amazing driver's meeting. For it to be my first one in Cup, and Richard's last one, and the faces that were in there beyond just the drivers was pretty impressive. And I know I've told this story many times, that I still have that money clip that Richard handed out that day with my starting position. I wasn't that proud of at the moment, because we started 21st, but I'll remember that forever, and I'll always remember Atlanta Motor Speedway as one of my fondest. Not only did I start my Cup career here, I won my very first back the time Busch Grand National race here. And luckily, Rick Hendrick happened to be here that day and watched. So this place has done so much for me. Leo is, oh my God, he's going to want to sleep in this thing at night. I have a feeling this might end up in his bedroom for a year or two before he can drive it. But that's awesome. Thank you so much. I was watching practice earlier with Xfinity, and I saw the Thanks 24 out there on the grass. It really put a big smile on my face. So I appreciate all the effort that you and your staff have done, not just this weekend, but over all the years. You're right. It's a very special place to me.
What do you give Jeff Gordon, the guy that's got everything? Well, we got a couple of other Gordons coming along. So, Jeff, you won't be running Sprint Cup, but you'll get to be a crew chief for Leo and Ella there. So, a Bandolero car from U.S. Legend Cars, and hopefully we'll see some other Gordons racing here at Atlanta Motor Speedway one day. And, Jeff, hope this is the start.
I think Joey's had the fastest, one-lap car from what we watched in practice, and I thought our car was okay, and we probably had a shot at it. I just didn't line everything up to hit all the marks there in the last run. So I did a somewhat bad job in the last run and a really bad job on the first run. So far my scorecard is 1 and 3. So it's a challenging racetrack to get it all right. I feel good about where our car is for the long run and look forward to the race. I'm really happy that I'm racing tomorrow's race because the cars are, driving very similar with the power reduction. So it's definitely a rhythm type racetrack, but there's really nothing. Setups are so much different, and the way you drive it is just really aggressive. And this place doesn't lean itself to the tires lasting very long if you're really aggressive like you were in qualifying every lap.
I don't know what's going on lately. Everything's going well. We're just trying to keep the old train rolling here. It's going great, and we'll see what happens on Sunday. Hopefully finish where we start here. It's been an amazing few weeks here through thinking about Daytona 500 and everything that comes along with that, and then coming down here to Atlanta and starting first is special, especially for me here at this racetrack. I remember sitting in the corner and watching drivers up here talking about their qualifying run and racing Legends cars out front here for years, and so there's a lot of memories here. You guys see the picture over there when you walked in with David and Reed when we were young racing here. So obviously anything to be in victory lane here is a very special place for me. We drew 47th on the draw, which is where you go through tech for qualifying, and obviously where you line up on pit road. So we only went through it once, so that was our original time. So without that 20 minutes delay, we would have been late getting on there. And if we didn't make it through the first round through tech, we wouldn't have qualified.
We did see the area of the laser inspection station where teams were pushing it, and that's their job. They're trying to get every bit that they can. We made every effort. Our goal is to make sure it's everybody has a fair opportunity to get through there. So our focus was to make sure that we're able to run every car across there at least once to give them an opportunity, and that's what we did. Their job is to push it to that very, very limit. Our job is to treat everybody fairly and give them an opportunity, everybody an opportunity to come through that inspection room. But their responsibility is to come through there right, but to the limit. And so I think that's what you saw today was everybody pushing the limits.